Janet, what have you done? I heard the news about my granddaughter. What on earth happened? What did you do to Leah this time around?
Hi, Gloria. Yeah, she had a bad allergic reaction after eating something.
How could you let this happen? I heard it was eggs. Why would you give her something she's allergic to?
Gloria, I didn't give her eggs on purpose. She got into the kitchen and found them herself.
Can you hear yourself? What a lame excuse. Where were you when she snuck into the kitchen?
I was doing the laundry. I didn't expect her to find the eggs. I thought I had hidden them well.
Well, you clearly didn't. A responsible mother's eyes should be everywhere, Janet. You can't just let your guard down.
Gloria, mothers are not perfect. We can't be everywhere at once. I didn't expect her to go into the kitchen. I thought she was playing in her room.
Mothers are perfect, Janet. They don't make mistakes. You're failing in your responsibilities.
No one is perfect, Gloria, and accidents happen. I would never intentionally put our daughter in harm's way.
You're being careless with the well-being of your children. As much as I don't want to say this, but you need to hear it. You're a bad mother.
Gloria, that's quite harsh. I'm doing my best. And speaking of mistakes, let's not forget when Mike broke his arm when he was 4. Where were you then?
I was sleeping. How could I monitor him when I was sleeping?
Exactly. So, does that mean that you're an imperfect mother too?
Don't deviate from the discussion, Janet. What's important is my granddaughter. How is she now? Answer me, Janet. You're being disrespectful. I need to know about our granddaughter's condition. Janet, if something happens to my granddaughter, you'll have me to contend with. Pray that she gets better. Are you ignoring me? Janet!
Gloria, I won't let your words distract me. I'm focusing on my daughter's well-being right now.
You're being stubborn and disrespectful. You better hope nothing happens to my granddaughter.
Gloria, I'm not here to argue. I'll update you when I have more information about Leah.
You better. And remember, a responsible mother doesn't let her guard down.
I'm doing my best, Gloria. Goodbye for now.
Mom, we need to talk.
About what, Mike?
I saw the messages you sent to Janet. You can't keep calling her names.
Well, if she acted responsibly, I wouldn't have to say anything. I warned you before you married her, didn't I?
Mom, blaming Janet won't help. We're dealing with our daughter's allergy right now.
I knew this would happen. I told you she wouldn't make a great wife.
Mom, please, we don't need this right now. We need support.
She's being disrespectful, not responding to my messages.
Mom, she's exhausted. She hasn't slept in days. We're dealing with a sick child.
That's no excuse. She needs to learn her responsibilities.
Mom, she's doing her best. Can we focus on our daughter right now?
How is the child?
She's recovering.
Can I talk to her?
Mom, she's sleeping. We can't disturb her.
Well, you can wake her up for a minute. I need to be sure she's really fine.
Mom, that's not necessary. Let her rest.
I need to hear her voice. Wake her up.
Mom, no, it's not happening.
You're trying to keep my grandchild away from me. I knew it. You and Janet are trying to destroy the relationship I have with her.
Mom, that's not true. We're dealing with a health issue, and you're making it about yourself.
I have a right to talk to my grandchild. She is my blood.
Mom, it's not about rights right now. It's about what's best for her.
I can't believe you're doing this to me.
Mom, this is not about you. It's about our daughter's health. Can we please focus on that?
You've changed, Mike. Ever since you married Janet, you've forgotten where you came from.
Mom, this is not the time for this. We need each other right now.
I won't forget this, Mike. You're letting her control you.
Mom, stop making everything about Janet. Our child is sick, and that's what matters.
I'd never thought you'd choose her over your own mother.
Mom, it's not about choosing. It's about priorities. Right now, our priority is our daughter.
Well, I hope she makes you happy, because you're losing your family.
Mom, please, let's talk when things have settled down. I need to focus on my family now.
Fine. Go be with your precious family. I hope they're worth it. Hi, Mike. Is the baby awake?
Hey, Mom, it's only been 30 minutes since we last talked. She's still sleeping.
I know she's awake. Janet is telling you to not let her talk to me, isn't she?
Mom, that's not true. She needs her rest.
You've changed, Mike. Ever since you married Janet, everything's different. I warned you she'd make your life miserable.
You really need to stop accusing me.
What? Janet, is that you? Why are you with Mike's phone?
I can't stand your accusations. Leave us alone.
Geez, this little girl has some guts. I wish I stopped that wedding.
Focus on your life, Gloria. Leave me, my husband, and our daughter alone.
If I do that, they'll be dead because of your negligence.
I know my child better than you do. I don't need your advice.
I've warned you about her allergy to eggs, but you never listen. You think you're the perfect, experienced mother.
I don't need your warnings. I know how to take care of my child.
I'm coming down to the hospital.
You're not needed here. We've got it covered.
I'm coming whether you like it or not. You can't keep me away from my family.
We don't need your interference.
I'll be there soon. You can't stop me from caring about my own flesh and blood.
We'll manage without you.
I just want to make sure my granddaughter is okay.
She's in good hands.
Your hands, you mean?
Yes, my hands. I'm her mother.
Sometimes mothers make mistakes.
I'm not perfect, but I love my child.
Love won't protect her from everything.
We're doing our best.
Your best isn't enough. I'm on my way.
We really don't need you here right now. Why did you behave that way at the hospital?
I did what I thought was best for my grandchild.
It was wrong to wake a sleeping child who is still recovering.
It was necessary. I needed to know if she was okay.
You didn't have to cause a scene.
Whether I caused a scene or not, it's a good thing I was there to put everyone in order. Why were you pressing your phone when you should be taking care of your sick grandchild? You were being careless. A mother's priority is her child, not her phone.
I work online. That's why I was using my phone.
Watching YouTube videos is not working. Don't lie to me, Janet.
It's part of my work requirements.
Liar. I'm done tolerating your behavior.
Then leave me and my children alone.
I won't leave. I need to protect them because it's clear you can't.
I don't need your protection. Mind your business.
I'm planning on moving in to stay with you and take care of my grandchildren.
You're not needed or welcome.
I don't care. I have a right to be there for my family.
Mind your business, Gloria.
It is my business. I won't let you ruin their lives.
I can take care of my own family.
Clearly, you can't.
Leave us alone.
I won't. Not when I see you're not doing what's best for them.
You're being overbearing.
I'm being a responsible grandmother.
I don't need your help.
You need all the help you can get.
I said leave.
I won't, Janet. I'm staying put.
You're not welcome here.
It doesn't matter. I'm doing this for the sake of my grandchildren.
I'll handle my family my way.
Your way is not working.
Mind your business and stay away.
I'm their grandmother, and I won't abandon them.
You're not wanted here.
It doesn't matter. I'm coming to stay and take care of them.
I'm ending this chat.
Fine.
Mom, Janet told me you've been causing trouble. Can you just stop making everything about you?
Mike, if you think clearly, you'll see Janet is not good for you.
We're fine without your inheritance. We've faced enough trouble.
I'm not even sure she's medically fit to give birth to healthy babies.
That's enough, Mom. You're our biggest problem right now.
Ever since you married her, you stopped respecting me as your mother.
You brought this upon yourself, Mom. If you can't respect Janet, I won't respect you.
I plan on moving in to help take care of the child.
We don't need you. We'll hire a nanny.
A nanny? Do you know the dangers of nannies?
We can't do this alone. We need help.
The kids need a proper mother. Not just any woman like that thing called Janet.
Thanks for your concern, Mom, but we've got it covered.
I won't stand by and watch you ruin your life.
We don't need you standing by. Just stay away.
I'm your mother. I have a right to be there for my family.
You lost that right when you disrespected Janet.
I won't let her take you away from me.
You're pushing us away with your actions.
I only want what's best for you.
What's best for us is for you to respect our decisions.
I can't let Janet destroy our family.
You're doing a good job of that yourself.
You're blinded by her. She's manipulating you.
No, Mom, you're the one causing problems.
You'll thank me one day when you see the truth.
I won't, Mom. Stop this.
I'm moving in, and you can't stop me.
Yes, I can. You're not needed.
I'll take care of the child better than any nanny.
We don't want your version of taking care. We've got a plan.
A nanny can't replace a mother's love.
Janet is the mother, Mom. Accept it.
You'll regret this, Mike.
I won't, Mom. I need you to stop this and let us be.
I'll be there whether you like it or not.
Oh, Mom, we're done. I'll let you know if we need anything. Goodbye.
Mike, you and Janet have done badly not telling me the child got discharged. I went to the hospital with flowers, and they said you guys left.
Mom, don't bother. We're fine. We chose to spend time together as a family.
I am family too, Mike. I want to see the children.
It's not possible. We're on a mini vacation.
What? A vacation? You shouldn't be on a vacation after your child just left the hospital. I am sure Janet is behind this. That woman doesn't have a brain. Janet is probably wasting all your money over there.
Live your life, Mom. Let us live ours.
What about the child's birthday? Any plans?
We're not doing a big celebration, just family.
I'm family. I should be there.
You're not invited, Mom.
That's unfair, Mike.
It's not unfair when we consider what you did the last time. You invited your friends, changed the decorations, and made the party about you. That was so wrong.
Stop bringing the past into this. When will you be back from the vacation?
In a week.
Mike, make sure the kids are well taken care of. You know how they are with Janet.
Mom, we're fine. I got it under control.
Just a reminder, Mike, make sure Janet is not neglecting them.
She is not. If you put up with this, I will stop responding to your messages.
Remember the last time you tried it? I landed in the hospital. I'm sure you don't want to lose me.
I'm really starting to think you feigned whatever happened to you then. The only reason I'm enduring your attitude is because I don't want a repeat of what happened the last time.
You're making a mistake, Mike. I know what's best for the family.
But Mom, you're pushing me to the wall. I hope you stop soon.
You should listen to your mother.
We'll be fine, Mom. I know what's best for my family.
Don't forget my advice, Mike. Always keep your eyes on Janet. I don't trust that woman.
I'm done with this conversation, Mom. Talk later.
Mike, you won't believe what just happened.
What's going on, Janet?
While you were at work, your mom broke into our house.
What? Why would she do that?
She tried to steal our baby, Mike.
What? That's crazy.
I was in the bathroom when it happened. I heard the baby crying. She entered our bedroom and tried to run away with the baby.
What on earth would she want with our baby?
I have no idea, Mike. I rushed to the bedroom and found her with our child.
Is the baby okay?
Yes, I grabbed the baby from her and I pushed her to the ground.
Where are you now? Is everything okay?
I'm with my sister. I don't know where your mom went after I pushed her down.
Have you called the police?
Yes, I've already informed the police about the break-in.
What was she thinking, trying to take our baby?
I wish I knew, Mike. It was terrifying.
I can't believe Mom would do something like this.
It's unbelievable. I never thought she would go this far.
I'm sorry you had to go through this, Janet. I should have never left you alone.
It's not your fault, Mike. I never expected this from your mom.
We need to figure out where she is and what she was thinking.
I hope the police can find her soon. I'm scared, Mike.
I'll come back right away. We'll get through this together.
Please be quick, Mike. I don't want to stay here alone.
I'll rush back, Janet. Stay with your sister, and I'll be there soon.
Thanks, Mike. I just want this nightmare to be over.
Why did you break into my house, Mom? What's wrong with you?
I was there to see my grandchild, Mike. I could have taken her with me, and we would have spent a few days together. Janet can't keep me away from her.
Breaking in is not the way to go about it, Mom. You can't just do whatever you want.
I'm sorry for what I did, but I have a right to see my grandchild.
You've crossed a line, Mom. You need to stay away from my family.
Don't forget, Mike, I'm your mother. Janet is just a wife.
Stop referring to Janet as just a wife, Mom. She's my wife, and I won't tolerate this.
I raised you, Mike. I have a right to be a part of your family. I just wanted to see my grandchild. I miss her.
You can't just barge into our lives whenever you want. This has to stop.
I'm sorry, Mike. I just got emotional.
Apologies won't fix this. You need to stay away. You're lucky we decided to drop the case. The police would have taken you away. Next time, you won't be so lucky.
You'd really do that to your own mother? I just want to be a part of your lives.
Breaking in isn't the way. If you want to be involved, it has to be on our terms.
You can't cut me off like this, Mike.
You've left me no choice, Mom. I won't let you jeopardize my family.
I miss you, Mike. I miss how things used to be.
Things have changed, Mom. You need to respect that.
Janet is changing you. She's taking you away from your own mother.
This has nothing to do with Janet. It's about your actions.
I just want to be a family again.
Breaking in doesn't bring us together, Mom. It only pushes us further apart.
I didn't mean for it to happen this way.
It doesn't matter now. You need to stay away from us.
I won't give up on my family, Mike.
You need to give us space. I'm serious about pressing charges if you don't stop.
You wouldn't do that to your own mother.
I will if it's the only way to protect my family. This has to end.
Fine, Mike. If that's how you want it, goodbye. I hope you'll come to your senses someday. Janet, where are you?
We're at home.
Stop lying. I'm in your sitting room with a cake and flowers for the child. Besides, I accidentally broke your TV.
What are you on about? We moved, Gloria. We're living somewhere else now.
What? Why didn't you inform me?
Inform you? That's simply a recipe for disaster. You weren't willing to change and things would only get worse. So, we simply acted fast.
You're a bad daughter-in-law.
How did you get into the house?
With some tools. No one was answering.
Well, you are in big trouble, Gloria. We sold the apartment to a lawyer friend. You broke into someone else's house. You're going to be sued for trespassing. I just got a call from the neighbors and they have called the police.
What? OMG, I can hear sirens outside. Please, Janet, intervene. Call the neighbors and explain.
No, Gloria.
Janet, please. Call Mike. He can do something.
I told him already. He wants you to learn the hard way.
If you don't do something, I could end up in jail.
Maybe that will teach you to respect boundaries.
I just wanted to fix your family.
We didn't need fixing. I'm sure the cops should be close to you now. Have a great time in jail. And, oh no, we know you feigned your illness the last time Mike tried to cut you off. We won't fall for your little tricks this time around. Goodbye, Gloria.
Janet, please. Janet, respond. Don't make me hate you. Janet!
Ever since Gloria got arrested for trespassing, she stopped bothering me and my family. She was arrested and we didn't bother to check up or try to bail her until after a week. She was also asked to pay for the door she damaged. We also got a restraining order against her. I believe her experience with the police and the embarrassment she felt taught her some lessons. Away from her nagging and domineering attitude, life became more pleasant for me and my family. Mike has also stopped communicating with her, and we are a happy family away from an annoying mother-in-law.
My mom just passed away. The person that would always laugh with me when there would be happy things in life, and the person that would cry with me when there are sad things in life. She'd be there for me. My mom breathed her last breath. She's gone forever now. I'll never be able to see her again, at least not on Earth. She can't hold my hand now, and she can't touch my face anymore. She went to somewhere that's unreachable for me. She looks as if she's sleeping peacefully, but no matter how many times I called out for her, she won't wake up anymore and ask me what's going on. It feels like my heart has a gigantic hole in it. I feel so lonely and deserted all by myself, I can't stand it.
Is that so? Well, it's inevitable that all living beings face death. That's just nature. There's nothing that us humans can do something about it. Think of it as something positive. She's been suffering from an illness for a long time, and now she's free from it. She's resting now and found peace somewhere else that's much better than here. Don't be so sad about it. It was for the better. You need to think positively.
What did you just say? Did you really mean that?
She's found her way back to father-in-law. Her husband, I bet she's much happier wherever she is at right now. Honestly, it's much better that this has happened because she would have had to suffer who knows how long. Her having to be in agonizing pain that couldn't even be suppressed by painkillers, it's not worth it. Also, it isn't like she died young. She passed away after living for a long time. This death wasn't a bad death. It was more of a good death.
What? Are you being serious right now? A good death? How can you say that she didn't die young, so it's a good thing? She's only 63. That's much younger than the average life expectancy that we see in the modern day. All she did her whole life was work. But you call this a good death rather than a bad death? She didn't even get a chance to finally go and do something that she wanted. She didn't get rewarded for the hard work that she's done for her whole life. I feel like I haven't done enough for her. and that I should have been given more time to spend with her. There are still so many things that I wanted to do with her. The fact that I've lost that chance makes my heart shatter into pieces. But you say that her death was a good death? Don't you also have a mother of your own? Would you have said the same thing if this was about your mom and not mine?
I'm sorry, I think I might have come off in the wrong way. That's not what I meant. I'm sorry for making you think that I was insulting you or something. You're misunderstanding me. I'll try to be the best husband that there could be so that you can heal from this incident, so please don't be so mad. I don't think it's the right thing for us to be arguing when mother-in-law has passed.
So when are you going to come to the funeral then? The service will be held soon enough. Are you on your way yet?
About that, I don't know what to tell you, but I told my mom about how mother-in-law has passed away, and she told me that I dare not show up to the funeral. It's not like even if I attend the funeral, she'll come back to life. Plus, my mom told me that there's nothing that I can really do even if I show up to the funeral anyway.
What? Did she really say that? So, her in-law passed away, but not only is she not going to be attending the funeral, you won't come to the funeral either. What kind of ill-mannered crap is that? I've never heard of such a thing before in my life. That's ridiculous.
You know my mom is like a little girl. She's a scaredy cat and has bad reflexes. She wouldn't do well at a setting like a funeral service.
So, she's not going to show up to my mom's funeral is what she's saying, huh? Does she not remember what happened when your father passed away? Your mom was so devastated about his death that my mom took care of most of the administrative processes for the funeral. How can someone be so backwards like that? Now that the tables have turned, she doesn't want to repay my mom for what she's done for her?
I told you, my mom is just different than your mom. My mom is sensitive and timid. She isn't the type to do well at a funeral. It's just a bunch of bad vibes going on. Your mom was strong, so she wasn't really affected by it that much. You need to understand and get over the differences in people. Just because your mom helped out like that doesn't mean that my mom can either. Why are you making it look like she owes your mom? It's a little forced, don't you think?
Wow. Okay, cool. I understand. I'm not going to waste my energy on trying to make someone that doesn't want to come to my mom's funeral come to it. But don't you think that it's a little too rude that you don't want to come to the funeral either? Isn't it common sense that you should attend your mother-in-law's funeral? In what world does a son-in-law not attend their mother-in-law's funeral? I've never heard of such a thing, unless it's an emergency. And it's all because you'll catch bad vibes? I'm already messed up and weary from having to deal with her passing. Stop torturing me by being stupid and just come to the funeral!
What if I catch some bad energy because I went to the funeral? I don't want something like that to happen. I might get unlucky and die or something, and I don't want to die yet. I have things to do in my life.
What the hell are you talking about? You were the one that didn't miss a single minute of the funeral that took place for your dad.
That's only because it's my dad's funeral. I'm also his oldest. I'm sure that if there were any demons or some evil spirits that came by, my dad would have protected me from that, so I could count on him when I went to the funeral. That's why I was able to get over being scared and be present for that one. It's different for your mom. I mean, think about it. It's just a label that she's my mother-in-law, but in reality, she really is a stranger at the end of the day. There's no blood related with that. Also, she has her own kids that can't attend the funeral for her. Why do I have to show up and act like I'm sad?
So you're gonna insist on not coming, is what you're saying, huh? Sure, let's just say that I understand where you're coming from, so I let it slide. But don't you think that you should at least say goodbye to her for one last time? Why would I want to continue living the rest of my life with some guy that can't even say goodbye to my mom passing away?
Okay, then tell me when the funeral service nears the end so that I can come say goodbye. I'll at least show up since you really want me to.
I'm an ordinary woman who's been married for 3 years now, coming up on my 32nd birthday this year. I loved my husband, so I got married to him. And besides the little clash that I have with my mother-in-law here and there, I thought that my marriage wasn't too bad at the end of the day. When my mom passed away, my husband acted like a stranger and told me that he wasn't going to come, and didn't consider even one bit about how I was feeling about the whole situation. I was so shocked about how rude and ill-mannered he was. He refused to show up to the funeral service, even though my mom was present for his father's. Although it made me resentful of him because of the way that he acted, I was too busy mourning the death of my mother that I didn't have much energy to even argue with my husband about his behavior. I really didn't think that he'd refuse to show up to the funeral like that, even if his mom told him not to go. He wasn't the person that I thought he was. I couldn't believe that my husband would do that to me. I lost all the trust and faith that I had in him, and he really didn't show up at all to the service, just like he said that he wouldn't. Where are you, and what in the world are you doing right now? Didn't you say you'd at least come here at the end of the funeral service? How could you really not show up at all? This is your mother-in-law. My mom passed away. Do you know how shameful it is every time when somebody asks me where you're at? I don't even know what to say to them. What, that you're scared of getting haunted by spirits?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it to the funeral. My mom's telling me that her back's killing her right now, so I had to take her to the doctor.
Are you trying to purposefully get on my nerves or what? Does she not have anybody else to take her? You literally have siblings. Her back's been chronic for how long now? Was it really going to be a problem if someone else took her instead? So, for one, you're not going to even say goodbye to my mom, but you're going to dismiss the opportunity to do that by using your mom as an excuse when someone else could take her to the hospital.
Why are you twisting the situation so much? You're making me look like a bad guy right now, as if I deliberately tried to not come to the funeral. Just like you have feelings for your mom passing away, I have feelings for my mom having a hard time because her back is giving her a hard time. Why are you being so uptight and petty about a son bringing his mom to the hospital because she's in pain? Also, don't you think that you should focus on people that are alive and living right now than the people that are in the past now?
You act as if my mom didn't do anything for you at all when she was alive. Every time you came over, she'd make you your favorite food and send us back home with money in your pocket. Hasn't she done enough for you to at least come to her funeral?
I know that she liked me and I was trying to go at the end of the day, so don't forget about that. But my mom's having a hard time right now. What else could I have done? Dead people are gonna stay dead and living people are going to live on.
So you're really not gonna come is what you're saying?
Stop acting like I'm not going because I don't want to. I can't go because I literally am not capable of showing up right now. Your brother and you are both at the funeral, so it doesn't really make much of a difference whether I go or not at this point. Quit bugging me about this and stop villainizing me. It's getting annoying.
I don't have anything else to say to you. Fine, don't come. You don't have to. I doubt that my mom would want to see you at her funeral anyway.
Don't be too sad or else it'll hurt your mom's feelings. When I get done with the hospital, I'll text you back.
I had no idea that my husband would turn out to be such a cold-hearted human being who doesn't care for the dead. But I had at least a little bit of hope left that he would show up when he told me. However, he ended up not showing up to the funeral. The man that I got married to because I trusted and loved betrayed me for something that I had no idea would be the reason. I wasn't expecting something like this to happen, and that he'd be so selfish and unempathetic. When this happened, the love that I had for my husband was gone in an instant. It was unbelievable. I decided to get a divorce with him. I had even more depressing things to deal with after the funeral itself.
Are you still at the funeral? We just got back from the doctor, but it seems like she's in a lot of pain today. She's telling me that she doesn't have the energy to make dinner. She says that she wants to eat some spaghetti and meatballs that you make. When are you going to be back home? Make sure to hit up the store and get the materials on your way back if you don't have the stuff already at home. She's waiting on you, all starving.
Honestly, I don't mean this to be disrespectful, but are you brain dead? Do you really expect me to make dinner for you guys after you've made a mockery out of my mother's death by disrespecting her like this? You didn't even have the common sense to tell me any encouraging words to make me feel better about the whole situation, and went as far as to not coming to my mother's funeral either. And you're trying to make me cook dinner for you two now? Go and get some groceries, huh? Are you kidding me right now? You must think that I'm some kind of a joke, don't you? You didn't even have a sense of dignity to at least be thankful to my mom for the things that she's done for you. And it turns out that at the same time, you don't have any respect for me either.
No, I said that I'm not going because I don't want that whole bad energy and demon stuff to get inside of me and whatnot. What would you do if I ended up dying because I caught something at the funeral? Your mom would be so upset to see what happened to you in the afterlife. She's trying her best to find peace, so let's not argue with one another and worry her about us anymore.
Don't put my mom's name in your mouth. I want to thread your mouth shut right now, but I can't. So just get out of my face and keep quiet.
How can you say something like that? It's rude and condescending. I understand how you feel right now, but you're going a little overboard with your wording. If the funeral's done, come back home now. If you don't feel like stopping by the store, I'll go and get the materials myself. You just cook it. Is that good enough for you?
I said that I can't go right now. I'm talking about the inheritance stuff with my lawyer right now, so stop bugging me.
Inheritance? Did she have something that she left behind? What kind of property did she own? I thought she was poor.
Poor? My mom. Don't you know that she saved up a lot of money with my dad? It's nearing around $800,000. She saved and didn't waste even a dime if it wasn't needed to be spent, so that she could pass it down to us.
Wow, is that true? Well, she was living in a small house and didn't seem to own anything expensive, so I thought she didn't have a lot of money. She really seemed like the peasant type, but I guess it was just a facade. I can't believe it.
What are you being so excited about? What does me inheriting stuff from my mom have anything to do with you?
Oh, don't talk like that now. We're husband and wife. What's yours is mine too. I'll head over to where you are right now. You're still at the funeral service, right? Just wait a moment. I'll be on my way now.
You don't have to.
I want to as the man. I don't want your brother to be taking all of the money.
First of all, my brother's not the type to be greedy, so don't get it wrong. It has nothing to do with you how much I inherit or not, so take your nose out of my business.
What?
I'm gonna finish up whatever's going on here and go ahead and start the divorce process, so I hope you're ready for that.
What are you talking about all of a sudden, babe? Divorce? There's no way that you would do something like that. I won't accept it. I have no thought of getting divorced with you, so don't try anything funky.
I don't care if you accept it or not. I don't have the confidence that I'll be able to live on with you for the rest of my life after seeing the type of person you are. Not only were you no help when I'm in a bad place because of my mom's passing, but you refused to even come to her funeral? I can't live with someone like that. What's crazy is that as soon as I bring up the topic of me inheriting a bunch of money, you want to suddenly show up to the funeral? You've proven yourself for what a horrible human you are to me, so I don't want to see you or your mom's face right now. Don't try to convince me to not get a divorce. I've already made my mind up, and it is over between us.
Did we really do that much of a wrong to you to be hearing something like this? What is so wrong about putting the life of the people that are still alive first before the dead ones? I was just doing my duty as a son. Is me being a good son really that bad enough of a reason to be getting divorced from you?
You're not in a position to be debating what's right and wrong right now. I'm tired and annoyed with you, so just get the divorce and have fun living the rest of your life with your mom, fulfilling your duty as a son.
Babe, that's not what I meant. You know this. I'll head over there right now, so let's talk about this in person.
Don't come over here. I don't care, and I've already made up my mind. My husband kept talking about how he doesn't want to get divorced. But as soon as my brother inherited all of the money, he didn't look back and agreed to getting the divorce. He didn't have any excuses to stay with me anymore. My brother was living with my mom and took her in even after he got married, and my sister-in-law did her best to take care of my mom when she was fighting her illness. There were no regrets in letting my brother have all of the money. Money can be made again, so it doesn't really matter after all. Meanwhile, my ex has been living with his mom again after he got divorced from me. His mom's been lazy, complaining about her hurting here and there all the time. He got tired of her very soon and wanted to get remarried to me, but I refused it right away and cut him off. I guess it's true that once you go through a big incident, your relationships with people become more clear to see. Those that will stay, and those that'll be gone will be gone. The only thing is that I didn't know that would be with my marriage, all because my ex decided to not come to my mom's funeral. I want to live on to make my mom happy, wherever she might be at right now. And this was my story that made me into the person that I am today.